Okay, yeah. No, we have two side quests first, and then we go up there. Where are... Nothing else new here, so no new hunts. I thought I was caught up on those, so that's good. We need to go there and way out there. Where to? Which one's this one? Weight of Command. Cole's Party. Okay. Let's go there. Just me and the pup.
Slavers don't.
Hoping I get some. Oh, we should warm up combat out of these because it's been a hot minute, obviously.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I see people.
Get me back on my feet. I'll tear those bastards' heads off.
Stay still, you damn
Straight
fool.
home now.
Unless you want to bleed to death.
What's going on?
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
When the goblins drove off the slavers' guard, I thought they might be doing us a favor. Damn fool.
They're not far away. Let's go see.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
What up, Gerblins? Oh, we got... Oh, yep. Okay. I'm already pushing the wrong buttons. Oh, that hit me? Damn, I thought I would be out of that. Okay, fair enough. All right, charge. Yeah, I'm getting back in the swing of it. Ouch.
To me, Flame! Not good. Come on. You're finished.
Alright, get rid of those guys and then focus on this guy now.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Titan!
Okay. Woof. told you guys I would need a warm-up. Oh. There we go. All right. Not a good performance, but I survived. Definitely pushed R1 a bunch of times to try to auto attack.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Yay. They're pretty fucked up, though, I'll be honest. They're pretty fucked up. They have a really tough time imagining a life where they're not in service to someone else. I don't have much in the way of
Was easy enough
hit
to find.
points.
Now for those herbs.
So we're just hoping we don't. These bugs look pissed off. Gonna creep on by. No need to piss off all those critters. It'll be fine. I'll just take that.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
I'll take that. Oh. Aww. Oh, that didn't really work, did it? Oh shit. Alright. Good. Try to stay mobile and just focus on hitting them with my big stuff. That worked pretty well.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Alright, let's head back. That's both of those taken care of. Easy peasy. Dun, 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 dun.
the little uns have been up to their old tricks.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
About.
305 renown. Oh, green accessory. Garbaggio. Dun, dun. But that was enough renown to take me up.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts?
Yes. I was accosted by footpads. I walked on the gilded path. Would have perished alone in the desert had not the Cursebreakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May this token serve them well. Traveling Terpsichorean. Koji, was that really necessary? I'm talking directly to Koji Fox right now. Terpsichorean? I don't even know what the fuck that is. Why does he do this? He just dredges up the most oblique. It's a dancer. It's a dancer. We have a word that's easier than that, Koji. Please. Please.
Here you are.
Why must you do this to us?
All done?
Combo damage by 5%? That seems kind of good. I wonder if there's, another tier of that boosts it even higher. I would use that.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting.
Hell yeah, dude. You're welcome.
I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
It's kind of wild that there's like a ticking time bomb of poison that is that can be let loose if you fuck up the surgery to get the marks off. That's like it's really hardcore, you know? All right. Story time. I didn't realize, I mean, it's big on their face, and obviously it leaves a scar, and I thought that was like kind of the extent of the ominousness of having it removed, but clearly it's, you can literally just die from it, which makes sense, obviously. Like, if it was just ink on skin, and you could have it, you know, your face just disfigured to remove the brand, then it would be easy for people to just take it off and try to run away. So the idea that you can also die from it lends itself to also another interesting thing that I've been thinking about, which is that all these people that have scars on their faces must sure be obvious as, like, those are people who got rid of the brand that they had in marking them as slaves. Boy, my brain just like, hold on, just really stopped. Marking them as slaves, and I was like, it must just still be obvious, like, the people who have tried to escape from slavery by just getting the brand removed. But yeah, it sounds like that's a really hard thing to do, and probably nobody except for the people that we have here in the hideout are surviving that process. So you don't just remove your brand. Like, that's something that can literally just kill you. Which is probably why nobody bats an eye when Clive or other people who have the brand removed come by. They see the scar on the face and they might think it's a battle wound or, you know, something. Unless they see a large group of them, they're probably not going to be that suspicious, because you don't survive the removal of that kind of thing. So, kind of wild.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened.
What a good
Just when
doggy.
his master needed him the most.
What a good
You're
doggy.
right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Phrasing.
There you are!
Oh Lord,
I've been
here we
looking everywhere
go.
for you. Bernard's here.
Here
I
we
need you to
fucking
introduce
go.
us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
And work in earnest we shall.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
All right. Cool. So now we have Mid's dungeon. Great.
I wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
Good. Very good. Excellent, even.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon. Don't want to get roped into her experiments.
Smart lad. Smart lad. Alright, I apologize, but during that cutscene with Tomes, I did see the capture flicker. I'm just going to do a quick reboot and reseat the power on the PS5 so that it doesn't do that again. So I'm going to do a quick save and do that. It'll just take me a minute or two. So if you need a quick bathroom break or something, now would be a good time. I will be right back. All right, coming back online. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, perfect. Hopefully it doesn't flicker like that. I don't know if you guys saw it. Sometimes I'm a little bit more sensitive to it than others, but there was like sort of a green, probably about a frame or two's worth of green tint that flickered over the screen. So I just wanted to try to... Usually what that indicates, for whatever reason, at least what I found with my PS5, is what that indicates is that at some point, because I mean, like, I shut it off. I shut it completely off every night to try to give it real rest time. I don't suspend it or put it in rest mode or anything. I shut it all the way off. But it doesn't like that sometimes, or I do have sort of flaky power at my place. Like, maybe on average once a month we just have like a little power flicker or something. That usually has like a little bit of a lingering effect on the PS5, even though it's completely off. And the quickest way to fix it is to just pull the power from it completely, let it chill for a couple seconds, reseat the HDMI, and then plug it back in, and then I don't see the flicker again for like a month or two. So I don't know why, but that's just what I found. It could also be a combination of like, because I'm capturing it for stream and not just running into the TV, maybe it's less sensitive in that scenario. I don't know, but I just sometimes I wonder about why exactly it's happening, but I have a fix, so I am sort of just fine with it happening very rarely. All right, let's talk to Vivian and find out if she knows anything about next steps.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive, I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
Another guest?
A guest?
The last guest we had made me build her a dungeon.
For your trouble.
Oh,
It was a
Lord.
pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Oh, Lord.
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Oh, Lord. I actually really don't like this. This is actually immediately so suspicious. Oh, no. I don't like that at all. Meanwhile, that's so suspicious. Alright, we're at Twinside, which is now the capital of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. Seat of the Imperial Court, okay.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
Tell them to fuck off, probably.
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us.
Jesus, these people.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
What?
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
I just really want to end this place the most so badly. They are so cringe.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka.
Does he know?
He's engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time.
Okay, so he doesn't know, but he does know.
As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
You know,
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Jesus.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
All right. I have to say, I don't have anything really against the Dhalmekian Republic.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once.
And we don't know that much about the Kingdom of Waloed yet to really say if they're... To really pick a side on them. But these guys? Thumbs down.
May Gregor forgive you.
Big thumbs down. No likey, these guys. I'm fine with him dying. I'm obviously fine with...
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Bruh. Yeah, that whole room could just fucking disappear into the void, and I wouldn't care.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, I mean, Hugo does suck, but I just don't... He's not really the entire Dhalmekian Republic. He's abusing his power as a dominant, right? And just happens to have initially allied himself and aligned with the Dhalmekian Republic, but obviously the way...
The Litlins have been up to their old tricks again.
Drawing
on the decking this time.
Shirley's got her work cut out keeping them in line.
You know...
It's just one thing after another around here. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
I don't think that Hugo is particularly that loyal to the Dhalmekian Republic because of the way that he interacted with Benedicta. So I think it's more of an alliance of convenience than it is anything with him and Dhalmekia. So I don't really hold that against them as like a city-state. But I 100% fucking hate the Emperor of Sambrek. And the Empress of Sambrek, obviously, I hate somehow even more. And all those fucking high priests can kick rocks.
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd see the day Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Hey dude, what's up? Why are you here? Because it's like actually super duper suspicious that you're here.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow.
Yeah, is he still alive?
I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Okay.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Okay. That's good news.
You there?
Still suspicious.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
Okay.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Okay.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
He did come with money, yeah. Lots of money.
Come here and I'll show you.
All right, let's talk strategy. What's the plan? What do we know? I'm stupid. This is good for me.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
Right.
So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry.
Okay.
A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash.
Understood. So
Yes.
they have a fast boat.
It seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him?
Oh,
Why
shit.
home to Drake's Fang? A place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts.
We're calling being
Or would that make
behanded
entail an arduous
hurts?
voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance.
I see.
No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it.
So they went by land straight there.
So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
I mean, I expected that,
I
though.
would stake your life on it.
Because we took out all of the Dalmekians that we found. That were there with
it
him.
was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away.
That I had already
Now I
assumed
think
that.
about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw.
Short on
The
crew.
men seemed almost
Oh.
crestfallen, as if in mourning,
Sure.
as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
Sure.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy.
Okay.
It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Got it.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
Suspicious.
I'd be glad of the company.
No.
Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
I'm back to not trusting him again.
And how may I assist you today? We met under curious circumstances.
I think it is fair to say it was during my time at the university. I had returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes and discovered Mid crouched under the lectern, sketching some design or other by candlelight. It transpired that she had fashioned a key and had been using my classroom as her own secret study, a place of quiet refuge from overzealous tutors and the like.
Naturally.
I insisted she leave, but Mid being Mid, she refused to take no for an answer, and before I knew it, I had not only allowed her to continue her late-night studies, but had agreed to take her on as a pupil into the bargain. Though I soon wished I hadn't, her refusal to defer to authority was no less evident in my lectures. Was this my reward for years of painstaking study, I wondered, to be teased and tormented by some oil-stained stripling who seemed to delight in my discomfort?
Still,
Our time together was not entirely disagreeable, not least because it was she who unearthed the plot against my life and encouraged you to come and whisk me away to safety. And so I came to take refuge in your base of operations, just as she once did in mine.
Lord Byron Rothfield.
Of the 7 high houses, Protector Report is all day. And your uncle, no less.
I heard tell.
He was an adventurous soul, and journeying alone to the secret lair of the villainous Sid the Outlaw would certainly seem to give truth to such rumors. He will make a valuable ally and a generous one, I hope, and his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful.
Why?
Perhaps he will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to a grand soiree here in the hideaway. I must practice my steps. I don't think so. I don't think that's
Allow
likely.
me to educate you.
So, there we have it. From the hideaway, we'll make our way through the desert, Velcroy Desert, to go to Drake's Fang. Oh, we finally got... Oh! Wait, what's this place called? Costness. Ah, Canver is the name of this place. Armistice. Okay. Okay. The Crystal Road. I'm going to read about that too. I think we've got some new stuff to read about. Rondell is the capital. Fort Cernitra is where we started the game. Old Canver, the free cities of Canver. That was our missing icon on the map. Now we know. So they are not engaged with the Republic, which is why they have a little border there. Why are they not engaged with the Republic? That's kind of weird.
Here's the latest information I have.
Yep, Sid's daughter. Midadal Telemon. Yeah. Frostwolf. All right.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Ever-changing.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Our new leader's no better at resisting her wheedling than the old one was.
Rude. I could have resisted it. Maybe. They don't know.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Who's this blue blood?
Tone says he's looking for...
My knowledge is yours.
Young Mid has always been too clever by half.
From the moment of her very first steps.
She would roam the hideaway, tearing apart everything she laid her little hands upon. But it wasn't until she started putting those things back together again that Sid realized his daughter had been blessed with a truly special talent.
And so?
Rather than see it squandered, he swallowed his pride and sent Mid to the university in Canver to study under the Free City's finest mechanists. Ooh, mechanists! That was on her 11th name day. We've reaped the benefits of her studies ever since. Her inventions are part of our daily lives here at the Hideaway, even if she herself is not.
As to why she has stayed away,
I would hazard that a part of her is simply afraid that coming home will remind her too much of what she has lost.
Did you know
Tet and Crow's parents were both bearers, having lived so long in the world where so much was denied them. It could not have been easy for them to find
Once
love.
they had.
Oh, how brilliant did it burn. A love that only burned brighter once Tet and Crow were there to bask in it, to share it.
Until it was taken away.
Plunging the twins into a darkness no man or woman, let alone child, should ever have to face. A pall that will ever hang over us as long as the man who cast it walks free. Oh, we gonna murder him. Oh, we gonna murder that dude.
That might interest you.
Whoa, halfway?
What subject shall we consider today?
Let's go. All right, here we go. It's everybody's favorite time. The time where I just read a bunch. Strap in. Torgal. Something akin to an icon. Much more than a mere scenthound, he's a rare frostwolf imbued with a sorcerer's strength that he is able to call upon to defend his allies in times of crisis. Because he's a badass doggo. Okay, Hugo. Learning the identity of one who slew his beloved Benedicta, he sends his forces to ransack Rosalith, capital city of Rosaria, and Clive's former home. In the hope of drawing him out, Clive takes up the offer and is able to best Kupka in battle, cutting off his hands in the process. But before Clive can deal the finishing blow, the helpless Hugo is spirited away by a mysterious man from Waloed. Yeah, he sure was. Mididol Telemon, daughter of Sid and student of engineering at the University of Canberra from a young age. Mid showed the same passion for invention as her father and an even greater aptitude. She is as well versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technology as any scholar in the twins, and means to put that knowledge to use in service of the hideaway. Okay. Born and bred in Rosaria, Doris now captains the Curse Breakers, directing their bear liberating operations in concert with Cole, her second in command. Fiercely committed to the cause, she abhors violence and will only bloody her hands blade if circumstances demand it. Okay. Who else do we need to look at? Bernard? Speed and skills surrounding marsh waters deleterious. Effects on the planks and piles of the village's many bridges keep his service in high demand. Born and raised in Cressida, where his parents lie buried, and is recently engaged to be wed. Oh, yeah, we found that out from the side quest. I don't really want to read her thing. Empress of the Holy Empire is Sambrek, formerly the Duchess of Rosaria, before she betrayed her nation and gifted it to the Empire. For a short while after the fall of the duchy, she was taken into the protection of the imperial crown, a pretense that ended with her bargained remarriage to Emperor Sylvester, the birth of Prince Olivier, and her return to rule over Rosaria as vicereine. Boo. Second son of Emperor Sylvester of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, and third of Empress Annabella, making him half-brother to both Prince Dion and Clive. His mother has involved him in the affairs of the imperial court since he was a small child. Yeah, involved as in he exists in the happenings and does nothing. Oh, he did die? Conducted the sacrificial slaughter of bears, claiming that he was merely cleansing them of their corruption. Slain by Jill Warwick on her return to the Iron Kingdom in answer not only for the crimes he committed, but those he forced her to commit in the name of his crusade. Okay, good. He's dead. Okay, so she was from Rosaria. Kidnapped by the Iron Blood during their invasion 18 years before and taken back to the island of Drustinus. She was forced to serve as a handmaiden for the priests of the Crystalline Orthodox. She met the young Jill Warwick and took her under her wing, caring for the terrified child as if she were the mother Jill never knew. The Silvermane, chieftain of the Northern Territories and Jill Warwick's father. After his homeland's raids into Rosaria were finally quelled by the duchy, his daughter was taken as a ward of the Rosfield family to ensure that he would never raise arms against them again. Alright, people done. Lay of the land. This is the one I really care about. Slightly smaller than her sister to the west, the eastern continent of Valisthea is markedly more altitudinous. Her lightly wooded shores guarded on all sides by nigh unscalable cliffs. Having been ravaged by the blight still more grievously than storm, the kingdom of Waloed is now her sole remaining nation. fall of Drake's breath, life for the people of Rosaria grew steadily more difficult, and countless thousands were forced to seek refuge in and around the country's already overcrowded cities. Then, in 878, Hugo Kuka's forces invaded, piling further misery down on the downtrodden populace, but loosening the empire's grip somewhat in the process. Oh. Tyrese was put to the torch, and the magnificent castle was sacked, causing many of its inhabitants to flee. Yeah, destroyed by the siege. Village located deep within the wetlands of central Rosaria. It was once the site of an aqueduct that was hoped would carry water to the capital, Rosalith. But these plans never came to fruition due to both the Holy Empire's annexation of the duchy and a sudden influx of feral beasts displaced by the Blight's march south through the Dim. Now it lies abandoned, many of its residents having fled to nearby Martha's Rest. Incident which Hugo Kupka, hoping to gain his revenge for the death of Benedict de Harman, attempted to draw out Cid, whom he now knew to be Clive Rosfield, from hiding with an attack on the capital of his beloved former homeland. The city became a battlefield, and amidst the death and destruction, many innocents lost their lives. Capital of the Dalmatian Republic, it is a thriving hub of commerce where merchants and traders gather from across Valisthea. Its streets bustle with life even late into the night when the twinkle of countless lanterns illuminates the landscape. The nation's affairs are managed from the Ministry of Law in the heart of the city, wherein sits the Parliament of Ministers. Men of the Rock, private army under originally employed by Dalmatian Parliament. Both forces co-opted by Kupka when he seized control of the Mother Crystal. Served him and only him ever since. Most Men of the Rock are allies for Commander for his political and financial achievements. Few can claim to have been made permanent economic advisors to the Dalmatian Parliament and built a wealth worthy of several generations in a single lifetime. Yeah, it's because he can smash stuff, and I'm not that impressed. Okay, game? I'm not that impressed. Island Nation, 878. Mother Crystal was destroyed in an attack launched by Cid the Outlaw. The loss of the crystal and of the Patriarch, chief of the priests who served it, plunged the kingdom into chaos, leaving this monarchy waiting for a leader beyond its politically impotent royalty. Mother Crystal once commanded the waters between Rosaria and Iron Kingdom. After centuries of bitter conflict, the Iron Blood took control of the crystal on the island upon which it stood. That is until the year 878, when the sacred spire was brought crashing down by none other than Cid the Outlaw. Get wrecked! When its heart was shattered, the ensuing destruction took with it not just Mount Drustinus, but the entire Isle of Bain Leodlad. Imran, patriarch of the faith known as the Crystal Orthodoxy, was also killed in the attack. Good. Solitary volcanic isle rising from a brutal and unforgiving sea, known in the Ironblood tongue as Bain Leodlad. It was once a province of Rosaria, but eventually fell to the Crusaders, who consider it both a gateway to the continent of Storm and, more importantly, the wellspring of their faith, the Mother Crystal, known as Drake's Breath. Twin side, former capital of Crystal and Dominion, after a unilateral maneuver by the Holy Empire of Sambrek, came the Imperial capital. Got the Crystal Road. This was interesting. Oh, that's where they were. A protected trade route designed to allow easy access to the Crystalline Dominion for travelers and merchants. An agreement between the nations safeguards the land around it, known as the Crystal Belt, from military encroachment, and as such, it features neither fortresses nor checkpoints. However, in recent years, it has been overrun with refugees fleeing the Blight. Oh. An issue that has yet to be satisfactorily resolved. A federation of neighboring independent city-states located to the southeast of the Dalmatian Republic. While originally part of Dalmatia, the cities achieved their independence in the year 857. Recent. Hoping to step away from the Republic's internal struggles and focus instead on the commerce upon which their prosperity has been built. Political power currently resides with a council of guildmasters, prominent Canvarian traders and craftspeople. The lack of a dominant or a mother crystal to covet, along with its considerable financial resources, allows Canfer to retain both its independence and neutrality in the face of considerable turmoil elsewhere. As such, it lacks a standing army. The defense of its walls having been relegated to a small yet well-trained city guard. Wow! Old Canver, capital of Free Cities of Canver, located at the tail end of Titan's Wake in Southeast Storm. It is a hive of mercantile activity where one can hardly move for the trade transacted on nigh every cobbled corner. Okay. Boiling Sea. The knaves of the Duchy and the Crusade traded blows on these unnaturally tepid waters which lap at the foot of Mount Drustinus, home to the Mother Crystal Drixbeth. Not anymore. Not anymore. Mysteries. What's new in mysteries? Brand removal. Oh, yeah. Painstaking process of slicing away the bearer's brand so that no mark remains. Taria, the Hideaway's physiker, has mastered the procedure, though it still entails a good deal of pain and of risk. Indeed, the brand is written in poison ink that any attempt to remove it should result in death. Given this, many choose to forego the process, even though their brand precludes them from ever leaving the Hideaway. Crazy. Frostwolf. Rare breed of wolf from the frozen northern territories that is said to be able to conjure magics. Ancient fable from the region prominently features a frost wolf by the name of Fenrir, who was a companion to the Queen of the Snows, most likely an allusion to the dominant of Shiva, and defended her not with tooth and claw, but with bolts of ice, because he's a fucking badass. Einherjar, flagship of the Waluder Navy, also known as the Black Galleon, alongside the Royal Cavalry. It is the pride of Walud and is capable of swiftly delivering elite troops onto enemy soil to make war in the name of the mighty Odin. Astrologer, members of the Gregorian clergy who divine the future from the movements of the heavens. Long been custom for the astrologers of the imperial court to share their auguries only with the emperor, granting them significant political influence, provided that is that the emperor of the day shares Sylvester's inclination to heed their advice. Fuckers. A wyvern tail is the flower that Dion was given. Elegant white flower that is a symbol of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. Okay. That's a mystery of the realm, huh? We got a couple. Oh, yeah, liquid flame. We fought a boss. Ever-shifting mass of living flame that rose from the fiery pools of Drake's breath in what appeared to be a response to an unwarranted trespass into the Mother Crystal's inner sanctum. Possessed with both the swiftness and temper of an untamed wildfire, the creature rained fury down upon the intruders, wielding the molten lifeblood of sacred Mount Drustinus like it were but fistfuls of mud. And... oh yeah, corals, that's new. Sleek-bodied creatures with coats of silken fur, corals are anything but soft, and will attack their prey viciously with tooth, claw, and even whisker, the latter of which can be used to generate powerful bolts of heart-stopping levin. Though native to the arid climes of Dhalmekia, corals have been known to wander far in search of new territory, and rumors place them as far north as the Dragon's Eyrie in Sanbrek. That's not good. Flan. Massive amorphous beings capable of bending and distorting their gelatinous forms into almost any shape imaginable, making them not only notoriously difficult to find, but almost entirely impossible to kill, as most cuts merely melt back into the existing flesh within a matter of moments. These creatures can be found in all corners of Valisthea, though their heightened sensitivity to the subtleties of their environs means that their outward hue can vary wildly from region to region, hence the variety of names. Bavaroy? I have Gelato and Fool, by which they are known. Bavaroy? Is that how you say that? Bavaroy? I don't... Bava... Oh, yeah, it's giving me... That's a real food, by the way. They didn't make that word up. And it's definitely French.
Bavarois.
Okay. That's just a YouTube video. Who knows if that's true? I'll defer to someone who knows French. It's definitely French.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Tome says he's looking for books.
All right. So that actually answers a question that that reading answers a question I've had for a long time, which is, what is this? What is this chunk of land here that doesn't have anything in it? This is the Crystal Road. This is the protected territory around the path to the Crystalline Dominion that no but he owns. Nobody owns this. This is just neutral territory. And we also now know now as well that this is the Free Cities of Canver, which that makes a lot of sense as well. Yeah, that would have been a long trek by boat. Much more direct over land if they can make it. All right, cool.
The little ones have been up to their own.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop.
All right. What's up, Otto? What do you need?
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
That's a cool
Who is
nickname.
she? An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right. Then we head out. You ready?
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
All right. We're away to adventure in a new region where we've never been. I can't even open the local map. Look at that. I can open this map. Can't open this one. The Velcroy Desert, a vast, arid sea of sand and stone that has been slowly consuming western Dhalmekia since time immemorial. Sounds cool. Let's go. Little sand twister there.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
The music is cool. Riddle of the Sands. You think he's harmless? Yeah, I don't know. I just get really sus vibes from him sort of showing up out of nowhere. Offering information in exchange and money in exchange for nothing. Like, I get that he's a relative. It just... We know that he has to already play a careful game in order to keep his activities hidden from people who
Our
would...
destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to explore. It's just a little bit too convenient for me, knowing that he's somebody who values his lifestyle significantly. It just makes me a little bit suspicious that maybe somebody bought him. Or he sold his knowledge.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were
It's a long time ago.
eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle.
Owned. Owned by a bird.
I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Wrecked by bird. All right, let's find out. Let's see what level are these scorpions. I'm level 32. Oh, they're 28. God, that move is so fun. Nice. Hell divers. This might be a little tricky to hit. Oops. Oh, fuck that up. That's okay. Okay, so you can whiff that on flyers. I was actually a little bit curious about that. Nice job, buddy. Oh, wow, this place is pretty big, huh? Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at all this. Huh. I'm surprised this doesn't go far enough to let us see the chunk that we explored at the very beginning of the game. What up, Scorps?
Help me, boy.
Oops. Wrong button. Oh, I missed the other one. I missed both of them. Hilarious. They'll have to give me a different button for it. The buttons that I have for controlling Torgal right now are pretty full. Seratina. And the music cut out. Oh. It's like a ruined village. Oh, what up, dudes? Is there one? Is there one what? A button? No, I mean the controller's pretty full as it is as well. I don't really know. It'd be a button combination at minimum. Actually, you know what? I don't think L1 does anything. Right now, seriously, I actually don't think that I'm like racking my brain because playing Tales of Arise and then switching to this sort of fucks up my brain as far as the controls are concerned. But R1 is dodge. I don't think L1 does anything. Maybe it's like taunt or something? Because you have a taunt in this game that I don't use. But like pressing it out of combat at least doesn't do anything. And like my attack and my dodge button, my magic buttons all do stuff out of combat. So I assume if L1 had a combat function, oh, there's a chest. There's a chest here. Ooh, a belt. Nice. I'm assuming it would happen. Still, I don't know. Big question marks there. Like I said, my brain's a little mushy today in general, and in specific. Yeah, it's very odd. I agree. It's almost like it's being saved for something. It's almost like it's probably gonna have some sort of purpose at some point. We just don't know what it is yet. That's my guess. Which lends credence to the idea that maybe we can manually transform Torgal at some point.
I can't see a thing.
Come, Clive. Let us turn back before we lose our way.
Okay, so important. I mean, I have to try and go further. We all agree, I'm sure. I have to see how far it'll let me go. Fuck, I missed him. Ooh, was that like a combo? Oh no, it was a punish. Goblins.
Stay down. Farewell.
Well, even though it's kind of hard to see, it hasn't stopped me yet. Salamander. Whoa! Hey! Whoa! What the fuck?
Nice try.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Got him. What did he have as treasures up over here? Some desert roses and a steel silk. And he's got a rock. Chronolith. Still don't know what to do with those yet. But what matters is that I found it before I was supposed to. Probably. I mean, since I can't use it, I'm going to assume yes. So good job for me. Back pats and golf claps all around. I went to the place I wasn't supposed to go, and it was a grand success. Are you chubcubos or are you raptors? I think they're chubcubos. Are any of you... Oh, they are red. Oh, they're mean. Hey, are you mean? Oh, maybe we're chill. That's definitely a red chubcubo, though, isn't it? Oh, it's mean. It's mean. No meteor cast for you fuckers. Oops. No. Okay. Well, that's probably everything that was up here.
Come on.
Bam.
Run like the wind.
All right. Not nearly as sandy around here, huh? No, get up. Get up.
Have you lost your
Oh.
way already, my boy?
Oh.
The ruins mark the road to the inn.
I heard what you said. I know where I'm going. Gotta fight these leg eaters first. See? Yeah, what's up here at the bandit's bed? Is it hopefully sleeping bandits? Otherwise, the name is a little bit confusing. Oh, I got all the way there and got his ass. Turtle? Is that a sand adamantus? What's up, bud? Oh, oh! Fastatokalan. Fastatokalan. What up, you big fucker? Oh shit, he's level 34. He's got water cannon. Oh, L1 locks on. I do it somewhat infrequently, so I forgot. Fuck me. What?
Nice try.
Oh shit.
That's better.
Excuse me, video game? What the fuck just happened? Byron, watch out! Dude, this turtle is not to be fucking trifled with. Oh my god, oh my god. Got his ass. Get the fuck out of here, turtle. That thing was scary as fuck. That turtle was cracked, man. Oh, we got Scarletite from it, though. That's good.
It should have stayed in its shell.
Holy shit. Okay, so we'll only be able to explore so far here at this point, to be honest. We're kind of running out of room already, and there isn't like a ton going on in the desert.
Fly, Ambrosia.
So I don't mind the exploration not taking too long here. Gillbug. Excuse me?
Straight home now.
How dare you? Ooh. It looks like we can go water side on the other side of the map. Did I not just see a sparkly? No? That's not a good sign. Am I seeing shit? Okay. There's another obelisk over there. Desert Mirage, yeah. Oh, look at that. Whoa. That looks cool. That's actually not an obelisk.
There she is. The good old Dalamil Inn.
Oh.
Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
I think we were supposed to go in there. But I've sort of unnaturally bypassed it, but I'm just not going to go that way anymore. I thought... Looking at the way the map was laid out, I actually thought we wouldn't be able to go this way yet. I thought we would have to stop off in the middle there. So I'll circle back to there in just a second. I hope I didn't miss anything. Come on, let me target him. There you go.
Fire and flame! Get up, my boy!
Wasn't there another one? Oh, it's right there. Shit.
Kill! Over here! It's over!
time to fight.
Man, I'll just run past those. I'm pretty over leveled as it is already. I'm doing all the side stuff. Is there anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Just thought it was kind of an interesting feature to just be chilling here, but I think that's basically everything. There might be a few things here or there that I didn't find, but it's pretty empty, which is okay. It is a desert.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Friends of friends, I'd wager. Not that they looked very friendly.
You deserve a rest.
I'll murder these guys really quick since they're right next to this, like, camp place. I kind of love the lightning into the dash. That was a complete and total whiff.
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town, to deal with any Imperial reprisals.
Well, if there was dialogue in there, I missed it. So it is what it is.
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Excuse you, he's a frost wolf? How fucking dare you? How dare you, Uncle? Who do you think you are?
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
He's fine. He's maybe slightly better than Sid was. Never mind that Sid also succumbed to the wounds from being a dominant, but that's not important right now. Don't worry about that. It's fine.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then. Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
There's some bullshit going
I fear
downstairs.
trouble may be brewing downstairs.
That's more or less what I said.
two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Good. Excellent. Really fucking good.
Take him.
Try it.
Go ahead, lads. Let's do it. Come on in nice and close. Oops, you fucked up again. You want to try that a third time? Come on in nice and close, everybody. One more go. Come on. I'm sure you'll get me this time. Come on. Oh, you did actually get me. The charge up on that's a little long. Fair enough. Well played. Come on. Lock on. Why didn't... The lock on sometimes with that is really weird. It's almost like you kind of have to pace it out just a little bit more than I want to sometimes. Here you go. Fuck you guys. Rip the bar. Made a bit of a mess.
For your trouble.
Incredible.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
What a guy. What a dude.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Man, it's so funny how unfine he is. He's so immensely unfine, and he keeps saying he's fine.
Clive? What is it now?
The carrots. He didn't eat the carrots.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Still a picky eater. That's funny.
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Well, what's behind us? There's like a whole... There's a whole place. The Final Sting is a funny bar name. Or I guess I don't even know that it's a bar name. Because the Dalamil Inn was the bar, was like the place that we were at. The Desert Gate. Can I go there?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Once you go flat... Ah. A flatbread joke. Incredible.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the breadths of the Twins and beyond.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Dasbog. You too can live like a lord.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Never mind.
Towners picked a fight with the guard, I heard. Got cracked skulls for their trouble.
Never mind. The Final Sting is the name of the bar.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace.
Fair enough.
I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
The scorpion as the logo for a place called the Final Sting is very good.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Wow. He's so muscular. Haha! Worth it. Yeah. I did. No, not muscle killer. Look at him. He's even kind of oiled up. He's glistening. Look at this guy. Look at this lad. He's so muscular. Don't tell me you're an illithid in BG3 already. You got muscles on the brain.
Another fight, is it?
You look great in your
People
pod.
can't handle their drink.
You're already an illithid, aren't you? You fucked up that bad? You got a brain dog in that brain that quick?
Sorry, but the master's not here at the moment. All orders have to go through him.
You could melt butter in that furnace. Get it stoked.
In exchange for one greatsword forged to the specifications here under, Red Rooster Trading will pay the sum of 1,000 gil, no less than 8 hands in length, weighted pommel, briar, clam, inlay, serrated edge suited for cutting bone. Whoa, Jesus. Holy shit.
Clumsy lout. If anything's damaged, it's the lash for you.
A word of advice, traveller. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from, fresh water's in short supply around these parts. We store what little rainwater we get in these pots for, well, not a rainy day, but you know what I mean.
So will they let me just go out this way? Can I just...
Forgive me, my boy, but is this not the way we came? Drake's Fang is to the south.
I know, dude, but
'Tis
like...
meet that you should wish to explore the world a little, but pray take pity on my poor feet.
Okay, I'll take pity, but we're still gonna go this way unless you're gonna stop me. Here, you can ride a chocobo. So your ass can be sore instead. You're welcome.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, if they didn't want me going this way, they'd put higher level enemies. Am not illithid, am hero. Yeah, I don't buy that for a fucking second. You definitely got the brain dogs. Living out Tahira's wildest dreams, I assume. Hello, kind sirs. I'll just be passing through.
Turn around, friend. There's nothing back there but a pack of bloodthirsty beasts.
I like the sound of that. Okay, so we've already made it all the way around to that. Okay.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Caution, my boy.
It's a shitload of crystals. I'll just be over here if he's not going to attack me. I'm going to pick up his stuff. Oh, interesting. It's a bit of a one-way wall. Okay. Fine.
Nice try.
What? How do you read me like that?
Too slow.
Oops.
Nice try.
Those things are fuckers, man. The fire spam that they do is kind of brutal. Just a shitload of crystals piled up out here by that thing, huh? Whoops. Well, I'm just gonna let this run out so I get the health, I guess. I didn't intend to do that. I was just gonna call Ambrosia back. Silly me.
Come on. Faster. All right.
And we don't need to fight those. We don't need to fight those scorpions. We're just out here looking around, having a grand old time. Okay. That's our destination, huh? Hmm. Little salamanders. Little lizard lads running around in the sand. That's adorable. I kind of thought there might be another notorious monster in this area, since it seemed kind of optional. But I certainly didn't run into anything yet, so. And I think we've kind of done a circuit of it. I'm not too concerned about fighting every single little thing. And I'm not concerned about finding every single little thing either, because I think eventually we'll have a reason to explore this a little bit more carefully. But for now, I'm satisfied with what we found and what we did, so let's move on. Trying to make sure I kind of balance my natural instinct to cover every single little inch of an area when also it's a big-ass desert, so like I don't think it's going to have a ton of stuff to find.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy to show you, provided I can afford it.
Whoa. Whoa. Giggity.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
I named my price. If you can't pay it, that's your problem.
Damn. That's a lot of money.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Oh, damn it.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer.
Oh, we found some trouble.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
Clever.
It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Okay. There's a shop up here that has new stuff that I don't have.
Good day, my lord.
I don't already have a platinum sword? Wait, really? Oh, it's because it's upgraded. Surely it's because it's upgraded. The Breath of Lightning. Cooldown by 5 seconds. Oh, the 1,000 Tables Orchestrion roll for 40,000 gil. That's only most of my money.
My thanks. Here you are.
Doing it.
My thanks.
It's worth it. Oh, that looks cool. This is very cool. Oh ho ho! Another customer. Damn it. At least it was money, but... So we went back there, checked around this way. I haven't checked in the baths. And there's the upper level along this way that I haven't been to. And I think maybe down and in here. This looks like it's just inside the bar, though. Or the inn. So I don't know if I can go in there.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Wow, that is a lot of lanterns. Holy shit. What do you have? Oh, wow.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
Does he?
Look, Father, hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground like this.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
If Clive got shirtless in a bath in this game, I think people would not be able to handle it. I think many would crumble.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
My carpet.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
Some out of towners been to fight with the guard I heard. Got cracked skulls.
Let
Well,
me
I would never
treat
call
you.
anybody out by name.
I need to drink.
Genuine cactuar needles imported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing. I do not know what that is referring to. That is probably a joke that I just don't get.
Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
So nothing too exciting up there. Let's talk to this person. Hello, person.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
That boy at the Briar's Kiss is a real talent. People flock from miles around to buy his steel. And it isn't cheap either.
Understood.
Dalimil is famous for its spas, its markets, and its smithies. Somebody at one of those might be able to help you.
Light it for
Looks like we won't be getting back.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Oh.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Okay.
Ask for Ferda at the baths. If this woman you're looking for is still around, you'll know where to find her.
Is that Fortuno?
Ask for Ferda at the baths. If this woman you're looking for is still around, you'll know where to find her.
Almost certainly that's Fortuno's voice actor. I would wager a very small amount of money on it.
It sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Sweet incense! What's wax candles?
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction. I know who you're looking for. Go to the bordello and wait there.
Do you think we can trust him?
No.
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
Yeah.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Arise!
Rushing in now.
Stay down.
Got him.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord.
We're in.
To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stone.
The juiciest meat from Green.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Make a fine gift.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Byron getting all ruffled up. His feathers are.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
He's getting all itching to get going.
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries.
All right.
Master Lubor has high expectations of you. Don't disappoint him.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Pretty sure I know where this is going already.
Of crystal coming out of Drake's Fang every day. Meanwhile, we're all having to get by with half-spent shards. Someone's siphoning it off.
I did. I have a sneaking suspicion that giant hoard of crystals is where we're headed after we do the asking around.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
The men of the Rock are Lord Cook's private guard. He must be a generous man. The amount they spend when they come calling.
Needed to a silken soft.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
Whoa!
I'm not a soldier.
What a proposition.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Dascon.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Byron. Where'd you go, buddy?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Hmm.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
I have a feeling I know just where.
Spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
I bet I know just the spot that he's talking about.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace.
Oops.
What was all that crashing?
That's suspiciously in the exact direction I assumed it would be in. How strange.
Fly, Ambrosia.
My, what's that I spy? The little crossing that leads directly to a spot where there's a shitload of crystals just tucked away under an awning? I'm shocked. Utterly shocked. Who could have guessed?
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Isn't it right behind this dude?
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Who's casting Cure? How the hell did you get all the way over here?
This one.
Get his ass, Torgal.
Attack! Get him! All yours, Torgal! Over here! Torgal, kill! Attack! This one! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Sick him! Now, Torgal! All yours,
Healers, am I
Torgal.
right?
Get him! It's over!
Good boy. I don't want to have to kill chocobos.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
A new badge? Another gym defeated.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Umia Lostelan. Tuisa Kelith.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Mission accomplished. Nice. Oh, Lord.
Clive. You and I
Have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names.
What?
You didn't think Rosina Dalamil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her, along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalamil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Drika to be my most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Cid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters.
Still?
I suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you?
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis with clear running water, a natural hot spring, and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican excisemen. Not that edicts from Rondelau carry much weight in these parts, Dalamil has long been something of a law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
At least they did.
Until Kupka built that castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Dalamil has been Titan's fiefdom since then. While his men may be liberal with their coin, they are anything but in the exercising of their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute.
So,
you see why those with the people's best interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection, my predecessor chief among them.
how very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dalmekia and Walud, partners in arms on so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalamil will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. I am sure they would all be rushing to thank you for the service you have done them, if, of course, they had any idea what you had done.
Of course.
As long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. But people are such greedy, needy creatures.
There's simply no other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every Mother Crystal in the twins and put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence upon them. Do try not to disappoint me.
Farewell now.
Alright. Sweet. So we've got a side quest here.
I've forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Carving out a niche is a good quest name.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
He loves riddles, man. He loves making things interesting, a little quirky, a little tricky.
Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the Rock were carting off our crystals for themselves?
It would certainly explain why we haven't been getting our fair share of late.
It would make a fine.
Needed to a silk.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
You're going to drink my pockets dry. I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer next time.
Silver platters. They eat off in Castle Dasmore. Hanging lantern.
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Where is the other person I'm looking for?
Well, we can make our way back to them.
Oh, it's a pretty wide area.
You can't even.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sever had better luck than I did.
Everything I've worked for, ruined. All those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
You all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source.
So like a fire monster in it?
Investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Okay.
Plates and pots!
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Take a sniff, good
Yes,
sir.
they're quite fresh.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay.
Yeah!
Thanks, Gal. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
I wonder if this is true.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Do you need limestone?
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Okay.
So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm really curious
Fly,
what
Ambrosia.
what the process is like. If that's like a real thing that they used to do or still do.
That'll do, girl.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets. The juiciest meat.
Main function of limestone, the extraction of iron from hematite is as a flux. Limestone is used as a flux to remove the impurities and dirt. Limestone decomposes in a hot furnace and forms calcium oxide. Iron is extracted from its ore in a blast furnace.
We can make our way back to the factory.
There you go. It's a real ass thing. Limestone is a flux to pull out iron impurities. That's wild.
You can't even fill my cup.
Well, you know, I think that might just have to be it for today. And I'll be honest, I kind of just want to play more of this tomorrow. I know that that's leaving Tales of Arise out to dry a little bit, but I truly don't know how much I will have left to do in Tales of Arise at this point. I kind of want to give it a good run for its money on finishing up as much as I can, and that may just take longer than even tomorrow. So I think I'm just going to play some more of this tomorrow. We'll take a few streams off. I'll play this again when I get back, and then we'll just sort of stick to the schedule, as it were. No special treatment for Tales of Arise. We'll finish it when we finish it. It's very close, I think, just not quite. So, more Final Fantasy 16 tomorrow. And then starting on Sunday stream, Tuesday stream, and Thursday stream will be nights off, nights/days off. I am going to be out of the state for work for a few days. So we'll do a little send off tomorrow with this game, and then I'll be back in a few days after that. So that's all from me. Thanks for hanging out and watching tonight, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed. Some pretty bog standard progress in the game tonight. Nothing too crazy happened, which means if we play this for a bunch of time tomorrow, something crazy is probably going to happen. That's okay. We'll deal with it when we deal with it. So, oh, that's cool too. I didn't notice. There's a little Byron sprite for him being in my party right now. That's neat. Okay. I'm out. Have a good rest of your day or night or whatever time it might be for you, and I will see you guys later.